Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick vlog. Maybe not so quick actually, it might be a long one. But if it is, you could always tab over. I'm not really going to be showing anything, so do what you want. I don't care. Anyway, pretty much I just wanted to take this time. I just realized now that it's already Wednesday, and I forgot to talk about the Game of Thrones episode. I've yet to watch the MLP episode from the weekend, but I'll get to that eventually, probably tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway, so I forgot to talk about Game of Thrones, so that's important. I need to talk about that. And I also just wanted to give some life updates, because I feel like I'm keeping you guys out of the loop a little bit, and I really want to get you guys back in. So let's get started with that. Let's get started with that now. So we are nearing the end of the vlog. It is now May 13th, and the vlog started June 9th, 2014, meaning that the vlog will be ending June 9th, 2015, which is indeed in less than a month. And I don't really want to reflect on that now, but I just wanted to keep that looming in your guys' mind. I've been on an Evangelion binge. I will talk about that in a different vlog, a completely separate vlog. I don't want to get into that until I've consumed all of the Evangelion media other than the manga, because I still have all of the Rebuild films to go, and I don't think I'm going to watch Death and Rebirth, so forget about that. But I still have all of the Rebuild films. However, I have watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, the show, and I have watched the end of Evangelion. So, just to keep that in the back of your heads. Also, I started a new workout regimen because I've realized I am indeed getting pretty overweight, and I just the phone's ringing. I'll cut back. Oh shit. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, what I was saying is I started a new workout regimen because I am definitely getting overweight, and I've noticed this. I'm going to be really frank with you. I have gained 10 pounds. Well, no, 20 pounds in about 5 months. And that's dangerous. That's very, very quick. Very dangerous. The only times you should have that fluctuation, those kind of fluctuations, are in medical situations. And I'm not in a medical situation. I am just living my life. So the fact that I gained 20 or so pounds in the period of 5 months is scary to me. And I know exactly why. It's not because I've been eating too much, because I don't eat as much as I used to. It's that I am eating non-nourishing food. My major staples in my diet these days are ramen and Mountain Dew. And those are some of my favorite things to eat and drink. So I really enjoy those, but the fact that they are major staples is causing a detriment to my health, and I realize that. And I decided in order to keep up this lifestyle of eating processed food like that, I'm going to need to work out. So I started swimming. Swimming has always been a hobby of mine. I was on the high school swim team for a couple of years. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy swimming competitively. It's a little bit of a release for me, like just to go and just do laps in the pool. Like I really enjoy that feeling. So what's it called? So yeah, I've been doing that every morning for the past 3 mornings, and it's been nice. I'm enjoying it a lot. There's barely any people at the pool at this time of year, so it's like 2 or 3 people at most. So you can always find yourself a space in the pool to do your workout, and then you'll be good and not interrupting anyone. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if someone was pissed off that I was there today, but I don't think so. Anyway, that's why my hair isn't spiked up like it's usually doing. It's just kind of flat, and that's just because I've been swimming and then I don't redo my hair. So yeah, but that's been going on. I'm training for my if you remember the SJI vlogs, I'm going to be working there this summer because I'm too old to be a camper. But I am too young to be a full instructor. So I'm just going to be working as a sort of instructor's assistant there, working with the awesome guys that taught us, just helping them out. And I'm really looking forward to that, but I have to do training, and I've been putting it off. And I've I've started working on that. So my life for the past couple of days has been just pretty much work and working out and Evangelion. But anyway, enough about that. On to Game of Thrones. So this week's Game of Thrones episode was a pretty big doozy in the fact that I'm a little bit depressed because this is the mid-season finale. So we don't have a break though, so it just goes right into episode 6, which is nice. But this is the end of the halfway point. This is the halfway point for season 5. And it's when all the arcs that have been building up are supposed to come to a culminating point. Some of the arcs were a little bit not featured, which is the Faceless Men arc and the Faith Militant arc were not featured in this episode. So hopefully we'll see those next time. And the Dorne arc wasn't featured either. So hopefully we'll see those next time, because those are big, big arcs. These mainly focused on the Song of Ice and Fire arcs. And that's pretty much the Tyrion, Daenerys, and Jon Snow arcs. And it also worked on the Bolton arc, which ties in with both the Jon Snow arcs, the Stannis arcs, and the Faith Militant arcs. So everything's connected in a way. That's what I love about Game of Thrones. But so yeah, you have these arcs that are starting to culminate. And I'm going to start with the Bolton arc, and that's because this is the most fucked up in my opinion. I don't know if I've ever said this. I hate is that his name, Ramsay? Ramsay Bolton. I hate him more than I hated Joffrey when he was on the show. There's just something about Ramsay Bolton that makes him even more of a menace to me, because I could see someone that's that fucking two-faced. Like, Joffrey, to be honest, he never lied. He was always a fucking piece of shit. And everyone knew that. So he didn't hide his shittiness. He just had complete power, so he could show his shittiness everywhere. Ramsay Bolton does not have complete power. He wants it, but he does not have it. Therefore, he hides his shittiness. I mean, he acts shitty around his father, but, like, he hides his complete assholeness around, like, Sansa and, like his stepmother and, like, people like that. He just hides it. And then it comes out when he's using in aggressive or sexual situations. I need tissue. Hold on. I'm having these allergies, too. I don't know about that. And now Sansa, it's definitely, I thought it was a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina, where they're just like, oh, light a candle if you need help and put it in the top tower, the North remembers, oh. It's almost like a little too convenient, you know what I mean? Because that means you know something's going to happen. And I love the juxtaposing symbolism in a way, where she arrives at the tower, where the event that literally started the entire spiraling of events that led to the entire show's existence began. She walks by this tower and looks up at it. And it's interesting, because that's where the Game of Thrones began. And that's interesting to me. But, anyway, so, yeah, so that arc, you know, Sansa's danger. She sees that what's happened to Theon, and she makes apologize and everything. It's disgusting. It's very hard to watch his scenes. And now there's a little thing, because Roose Bolton is going to have a son, and it might dethrone Ramsay, and that means Ramsay's either going to kill his stepmom while she's pregnant, do a little mini abortion of sorts, or he's going to kill the baby, and it's not one or the other, and he's definitely going to take his aggression out on Sansa. You know she's fucked. But, other than that, I mean, now on to that arc is my least favorite arc. You got the Jon Snow arc. I do think that Jon Snow is, definitely, I do think he's Targaryen. There's definitely a lot of mention about Targaryenism around him and everything. And, I do think he's Azor Ahai, and I hope that comes to fruition in the next couple of seasons. Because now Stannis is leaving, along with Melisandre, so now we don't just have people telling him he's special and he's the chosen one. He's going to have to figure that out on his own, because the prophet that was telling him that is no longer there. And that's interesting to me. But, we have that. Oh, shit. Fuck. I just hurt myself. fuck me. Anyway, so now that they're gone. So Jon Snow is going to have to unite the wildlings with the Watchers of the Wall for the winter, because the winter is coming and it's more prudent than it was ever on the show. So, and you don't want the White Walkers to come and kill everyone. So he's trying to do that mission, but now he does not have the aid. He blew his chances with Stannis, because Stannis is marching to conquer the Boltons, and he's marching to conquer King's Landing. And I am going to be 100% honest with you, Stannis is now one of my favorite characters. I never liked him in the beginning. He has slowly evolved. Like, if Daenerys doesn't get the throne, Tyrion doesn't want the throne, so I don't want to put that pressure on him. If Daenerys does not get the throne, I want Stannis to get the throne. I mean, he'd probably be a little bit harsh, but I do think he'd be a just ruler. Because everything he's done so far is just. The only problem that I have with him is Melisandre's influence. She might make him do some fucked up things, and that might make him go crazy or make an impression. So Melisandre might cause any problems if Stannis were to gain the throne. But I think now on to my favorite arc, which is the Tyrion and Mormont arc. We've never seen this on the show before. It's been referenced heavily in the history and the mythology of this world, Old Valyria, and we finally saw it, and it was interesting. I was imagining Old Valyria to be like a European Roman Empire-esque place with I understand there's going to be ruined now, but not really, like more like countryside, more like maybe like more in a way like how Winterfell and stuff like that is. That's what I imagined Old Valyria being like. And it turns out it's more like a Mayan or Aztec kind of place, which is really interesting in its design. And that's where and then there's this shot of Tyrion looking up at the dragon and being just allowing us to, I guess that's when it hit him, really, that there's so much more to this world than the game that's going on in southern Westeros. There's just so much more than this tight-knit game that's going on in one small area of the world. That this world is huge, and there's forces beyond his control, and there's just so much more. And I think to finally hit him that that's the case. And that's when they encounter the stone men that have been heavily built up through talks of Stannis' daughter and just other references in dialogue. They finally see them, and we finally see what could have happened to Stannis' daughter if she had not been treated properly. And Tyrion manages to escape unscathed, but Jorah Mormont, he's been touched. And this is the first time that I know it's Game of Thrones, and most arcs don't usually come to fruition. Most arcs usually crumble in disaster. Like, something's building up, and then it just crumbles in a failure or disaster. And this is the first time it hit me that Tyrion may not make it to Daenerys. And that really disappoints me, because I've had this complete idealized vision where I'm like, Tyrion has to meet Daenerys. Has to happen. I need to see this happen. And it's not happening. And that's really depressing. Daenerys arcs was boring in this episode. I'm not really going to talk about it. So, anyway, it just hit me so hard. And I feel Tyrion, deep down, he knows that Jorah was touched. And he doesn't want to say anything. I feel that there's this tension there that doesn't want to be crossed. And it shows you the fact that Jorah is hiding, that the fact that he's been touched by a stone man. I think that fact that he's hiding that shows that he didn't, all along, it wasn't only about his selfish gain to get back in with Daenerys. Daenerys' inner circle. It was about that he believes that Daenerys really needs Tyrion's help, and that he wants Daenerys to succeed in her ambitions and goals over the fact his selfish goals to be in her inner circle, perhaps, fuck her and marry her. So, other than that, I mean, this was a strong, like, that ending scene was a strong way to end the halfway point of the season. You've been building up these arcs, they've all been coming, and they're at a boiling point, and it just slams down with that scene showing you you're not going to get what you want. Shit just got real. Life is real. This is Game of Thrones, not fucking Doctor Who. You're in for a treat for the rest of the season. And I feel every arc is going to end in some way or another, disastrous way or another. I know Stannis is probably going to defeat the Boltons, and that's going to happen. But in the process, something terrible is going to happen to Sansa. And Brienne might have a situation with that. I don't know. You know that Jaime and Bronn are going to make it to the Water Gardens. But something terrible is going to happen, and they're probably not going to be able to rescue Marsala. And you know that what's it called? Just all these arcs. You know that something bad's going to happen to Jon over the wall, or maybe something that will test his Azura Highness or something. But we don't know. And then you have, something terrible is going to boil down with the Faith Militant in King's Landing. And you just know it's building up. Something bad's going to happen to Cersei. You know something's building up in every arc. And it's almost like this symbolism with the dragon and them being touched. Slams down. This world is bigger than you. These arcs are going to collapse. And you know it because this is Game of Thrones. The Red Wedding arc. First 2 whole seasons. How do I not remember his name? Stark. The main Stark. Yeah, 2 whole seasons he's waging this campaign, getting closer and closer to King's Landing, taking the Iron Throne, getting closer and closer. The Battle of Fire Kings is culminating, and then the Red Wedding happens. So, just an example of what happened. And the entire arc that lasted 2 whole seasons just collapses. So, other than that, I mean, it was a great episode. Had a few problems, but other than that, nothing else. So, guess I'll see you guys later.